Hey, Keller Williams, North Atlanta Rockstars. It is Friday, so it is time for another quick Docusign tip of the week. Today we're going to actually be going into our Docusign rooms, and I'm going to give you guys a tip on how to organize your documents to make it a little easier to figure out which ones to pull over into Command. There's been some confusion of pulling in unsigned documents or pulling in half-signed documents, so I'm going to give you guys a little trick on how to make that easier for yourselves. So to start, we're going to go to Transactions. And from there it will take you into your Docusign room. Now, most of the time once you have a bound contract, you're going to have both signed documents, PDF documents, as well as your form documents, which are your working documents. So you can see it gets kind of jumbled, and trying to figure out exactly which ones you want to move into Command for review can get a little tricky. So the best way to do this, we found, is you see that you have this is the standard folder that will automatically appear in every Docusign rooms. It is the room docs. To create a new folder, you want to click over here and click on the actions and add folder. And we're going to name this, you can name it signed documents, you can name it bound contract. I'm going to put just documents for Command, and then I'm going to hit create, and you'll now see that this documents for Command has 0 documents in it, but it's up at the top. They usually alphabetize the folders. The best way to do it, you can either just drag the file up that you need, or you can, if you have multiple documents you want to move, you click multiple documents. Let's see. For now, I'm going to pretend that this seller listing agreement and the affiliated business disclosure are signed. We're going to pretend for now. Those documents we're going to move into that folder up above. So you're going to come up here. Once you've selected a document, this little menu bar will pop up. You want to click that move. And to select a destination, you actually want to click a folder in a current room. Now you can also move documents from room to room. If you have accidentally created 2 or 3 rooms for the same file, but only one of them is linked to Command, you can move those documents into that connected room. We will show you how to do that at a later time, but it's the same general process of moving documents and then selecting the destination. For our purposes, we're going to say folder in current room, and it'll bring down an additional drop down menu, and we can pick either the room docs, which is the folder it's already in, or you can click documents for Command, which is where we want to move them. So if you just move them up, you'll now see that you have your documents in this folder, the documents for Command. Your working and signed documents down here are in the room docs folder still. Now that we have those documents in Docusign, we're actually going to go back over to Command, and you can bulk add by clicking that attach multiple files. I'm going to show you how to do it when you have multiple contract files. It's easier to show from that perspective, but it works the same in any of these folders. So once you have multiple files to attach, you want to click that attach multiple files button. Click over to Docusign, find the contract that you want to add or the document that you want to add, and you'll actually see the documents for Command button, and that means you actually can pull those in. So let's see, we had seller disclosure and community association disclosure. So seller property disclosure statement, if you go over into your documents for Command, you will see your seller disclosure and your community association disclosure. Now you'll notice these are abbreviated. If you ever see an abbreviation for SPDS or SPD, that is seller property disclosure statement. If you see one for CAD, it is community association disclosure. And since we have those 3 in there now, we can click attach, and they have pulled over, and that makes it a little easier to sort which documents you want to pull over So that's our tip of the week this week. And if you guys have any suggestions for future Docusign tips, feel free to email amca181@gmail.com or shoot us a response on Facebook, and we will put that in the queue for the tip of the week.